Hikey-How, girl. So listen, this is an open, honest conversation about the unspoken sorority, sisterhood that no woman wants to be a part of. Listen, comment below, be respectful because this is a serious subject. This is not just about Hollywood women, this is about women in general. We're just pointing out that it runs rampant in Hollywood too, just like it do in our neighborhoods. Now, being a licensed cosmetologist, being a hairstylist, I have covered up more bald spots than I would like to admit. I have helped cover up more black eyes and bruises than I would ever like to remember. And I know I'm not the only hairstylist that has experienced this particular situation in our job profession, in our career. This is something that I hate to say it, it's a normalcy. It's reality. It happens all the time, and it's highly likely than not. You have so many women that have experienced this. Now, women, if you're in the earshot of my voice and you've experienced this, drop down below. And this is a safe sharing space. Listen, me, myself, I have not ever been a victim of DV. And I thank God and I knock on good cheap wood, child. I'm grateful to my father. I know he's going to hear this. Daddy, I love you. To my uncles, my big cousins, I love y'all. I'm grateful for it that I've never experienced it before. And I'm a Sagittarius December, and I'm mixed with Michael Myers, and I'm from the West Coast, all blue everything. This 323 is just set up real different, okay? Inglewood Cemetery would be the address of the man, okay? Look, for all women, we seeing what's happening. We are danged if we do, danged if we don't. There is no right way to handle when you are being abused. There's no right way. You don't know what or how to handle and navigate the situation. Now the statistics is real. How many women, don't make it out of these situations. In our community, this particular situation runs rampant. And sometimes we get bad advice from our OGs that tell us, oh, you stick it out, you stay, all kinds of nonsense. We can look at Hollywood and see there are a plethora of women that have experienced DV and have talked about it, admitted it, have experienced some type of violence. You know what I mean? And they've talked about it publicly. And you can see how each situation is handled. We see the beautiful Halle Bailey right now going through it. She's getting drugged for filth. And I said this in my previous video about that situation, that it was going to happen. I predicted it because we've seen it several times over and over again. We've seen it. Halle handled it, what I feel, the best out of anybody that has went through it publicly. She never said anything. She took it right to the judicial system to protect her and her child. Her tooth is chipped. You got dummies online talking about it ain't chipped enough. And I do mean that. You have so many black women in these comments that are pick me's. I'm talking top level pick me, pick me, pick me. Defend a man, make an excuse for a man. And this is where we separate the weak from the real sisterhood. See, there's a difference, and I want to say this with love and respect, but there is a difference between women that were raised with an active father and women who did not have a dad. There was it's a complete difference. We are different women. I'm grateful to have been raised with a father, with an extremely active father, uncles, and I literally have 7 goddads, y'all. So I was raised around a lot of male energy. I'm grateful for my dad because he poured into me. He showed me how to point out these types of men. And I have been able to skip over that. I have been able to skip over a lot when it comes to like bad relationships and things like that. This is because I was poured into. I was taught self-worth. I was shown what a real man was. My father showed me what a trifling man was. This is why he let me spend time with one of my uncles in particular. And that uncle would tell me, like, yeah, he's trifling and he never wants me to be with a guy like him. And I would see all his crazy behavior. Real true story. We ain't no more for real. I look at women in these comments that are attacking Halle. I mean, viciously attacking her to defend a man that they don't even know. You don't know these celebrities. Stop. You know the representative. You know the portion of them that is sellable. They are a sellable object. You know the portion of them that is sellable where they can make money. You don't know them, the person. And when all of these things start popping out about them and things that happen that are human things, y'all don't know how to handle it because you place these people on these incredible, crazy pedestals, and it's ridiculous. You can be a fan, you can be a supporter of somebody, but these people take it overboard. And what's happening to Hallie right now is insane. This man was beating on her. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? And this is my backyard. This is Cali. They don't pass out protective orders easily. They don't. They don't. I lost a friend when I was 16 years old. And her mama tried everything to get a restraining order against the older boyfriend. And well, I visit her at Inglewood Cemetery. Birthday, Christmas, and we got a thing for Groundhog Day. So I go put flowers on her. And my goddaughter because she was pregnant at the time. So just know, like, you don't get a restraining order easy in Cali. It's not that easy. It's not easy for women across the world. It's a lot of states where you can't get a restraining order. Just know that women, we have fought to have rights. Just know it was a time when you was married and you couldn't get a restraining order against your husband if he beat you. Being abused is something horrific. It completely changes the woman forever. You understand? That woman is never the same. Hallie is doing what she got to do to protect her and her child. This man has, and his family are pulling, intimidation acts right now. They online talking reckless. They all of them got something to say. And there's so many people that are defending this scumbag. When we, as grown women, we seen it. We knew the behavior, and to be honest, I wasn't shocked. When this young lady came forward and admitted that he was whooping on her, I wasn't shocked because the signs was there. It's the same way right now. You got that little bald head leprechaun, that Canadian, and Megan, the beautiful Megan Thee Stallion. We have Megan who went through HE double hockey stick, okay? This woman was violently assaulted with a weapon in a court of law in Cali. Found him guilty. He was on recordings saying things that he had no business saying if he didn't do anything. But now, he done got almost chalked out. He almost got chalked out in there. And it's a lot of people talking reckless about it and don't really understand the politics that's going along with this. It ain't what people think. But this situation with Megan, it's 5 years later. She's still getting drugged. She was attacked. But I mean, they wanted to throw her sex life, her personal trials and tribulations. They wanted to throw everything at her. We make excuses for Kanye West. Everything he do, his mama dead. Yeah, his mama been dead. You hear me? She been dead. And Megan, on the other hand, lost her mother. Megan is the only child from her mother. People forget that. People forget that Megan had to make the choice to pull the plug on her mother. Megan was still working and touring during this whole time. She never took one break. When her mom was passing, she literally had a show. But we give her no grace. We give her no grace. None. This is the behavior, and it's so many, and I want to believe that it is, bot accounts and things of that nature that's happening. But we got to be real with ourselves. A lot of these is real people. I had a former colleague that I literally saw online with this crazy, and she's former now because I had to read her for filth. And I'm like, you was the same woman that was in my chair with a busted face, and you online making these comments about Megan, and you've been stomped to the ground. Like, I had to go outside in my parking lot. And when I stepped out, he got in the car and burned off. Because all my friends, dudes, they know, this ain't that. I ain't going. This ain't that. My father raised me different. This ain't that. And I'm not the baddest, but I specialize in self-defense. Now, you do with that what you will. This that real 323. I was raised in Suge Knight's West Coast. And when you couldn't wear certain colors on certain streets, male or female, this is reality. This ain't that, and I ain't going. It's insane to see so many women attack women who are being abused, who have been abused, who have been violently attacked. The situation with Rihanna, and this is a while back, but Rihanna, it was horrible. Rihanna's situation was horrible, and I remember how badly she was treated. Megan, you go back to Tina Turner. It hurt Tina Turner all the way up until, when she was getting ready to pass. She did that documentary where she talked about how hurtful it was and how, Jay-Z made it a joke. They made it a joke. They put it in a song, and that woman was hurt, still hurt. And she talked about that, and nobody understood that. That woman was getting whooped. You know what I mean? Like, the way that we handle things when women do come out. And then you got, when real abusers link up, they might as well make it a TV show. Baby, if his last name Brown, it's a potential he gonna beat you down. Okay? You got Beat Him Down Brown, who been quiet for a minute, but he had to jump out there. Free the leprechaun. Are you serious? Didn't Carucci get like what? It was like a 5 or a 10-year restraining order? That's not easy to get. Remember, that girl was scared for herself. Let's not forget all of the stuff, all of the allegations against him. But you got people that will stand up and be ready to fist fight to defend a bad man. And the problem is this, in our community, I'm going to keep saying this. We raise our daughters. We love our sons. The males in our community have no accountability. That's the problem. There is no accountability. None. And we continue to make excuses for everything that they do. But women are held to the fire. We will stone a woman basically publicly. And this is reality. Like you have situations like Halle Berry. Halle talked about it. She never gave up the name per se, because this woman is what? Damn near 60, and she's still scared to say who really did it. Who made her deaf in one ear? We forget. Beautiful as Halle is, Halle was getting whooped on too. You know what I mean? Like this is the crazy. And the crazy is we feel like we have to protect. We getting beat down. Like the situation with Megan, and she still was afraid to say who did what and what happened. Because we always feel onus and responsibility. What part of that is fair or okay? We're the only group of women that go through this. When clear women go, it's a different ball game. Because if Taylor Swift had got pop, baby, listen, the world would have stopped. You hear me? There's a different scenario. Like it's different for us. You got Tiana Taylor who went and she's a Sagittarius, and I love her, and I know why, because we like our privacy and things of that nature. But she literally went to protect old boy, the basketball player. She protected him. All the trifling stuff he did and all the stuff that was leaking out. She played the good wife and protected him. And where did that get her? Now he want her in jail. The mother of his 2 babies. He want her locked up. And we done lost that in the shuffle because all this nasty, trifling, low down, diddy bop, he did it. He need to be under the jail. All this diddy stuff we didn't forgot. We forgot. But this man, this basketball player, he wants Tiana arrested. This is the mother of his 2 babies. He want to put her down for 20 plus days. In what reality is that ever okay? Is that ever man behavior? My father and my uncles just would never. And I don't have a lot of room for men and excuses because of my dad. My dad had one of the roughest situations, when it came to me growing up. But he never stopped. He never stopped being a dad. He never let any disagreements or anything between him and my mom get in the way of him being my father. That was his number one job. This is insane, the way that we make excuses. The same way that Keke Palmer, for example. Now we know Keke, tried to laugh it off and play it off, and she wants us to forget that we seen her get Tina Turner over the back of the couch. Angela Bassett style. We seen that. We seen her go tumbling down them stairs. We remember the dates on the camera. Okay? She still had a child with this crazy man. Now we can look at that ratatouille face thing as she done procreated with. We looking at him and we know. We know he crazy. It's certain signs that we look at men and we know, oh, he will beat you. He will swing, child. He will swing, better swing. He will swing. And it's certain things that my father pointed out to me to show me, certain signs that are there. Listen, we have to do better in our community by protecting and respecting one another when we go through these kind of situations. The comments are so full of Black women, and a lot of them are bots, but some of them are not. Like, I just excommunicated a friend because of her comments, which is disgusting. And she got whooped on before. And she was saying some of the most horrible things about Hallie. This is insane. This is insane. Like, as women, we know these situations all too well. The sad part is this sorority, most of us become a part of this sorority before we hit 18 years of age. You have people like Gabrielle Union that was taken advantage of, our word. She talked about that several times publicly. And I've seen several times where people have ridiculed her about talking about it. Like, we're not allowed to have empathy towards each other when these abuse situations happen. This is insane. There is no up or down, clean cut right way to talk about it. I mean, the GOAT, you know what I mean? The GOAT, Simone Biles, she went through, abuse. And y'all know what happened to her. Young, a baby, and look how talented she is. And imagine the strength that she had to have having all of that happen to her and still becoming a GOAT, being the most incredible gymnast we've seen. As Black women, we are expected to be superheroes. We are expected to not be human, to not experience the things that we experience. And this is why we respond the way that we respond when we see trauma. Oh, she should have done that. What did she do? Oh, she using the baby as a pawn. All of this crazy, and I mean, just asinine things that are being said online. At the top of the morning, end of the day, we need to look ourselves in the mirror and do a self-check. Do a self-check, because and you've seen these situations before, so they are not easy. And most women trying to escape, they end up down and around to the cemetery. Okay? Go look up the stats for yourself. Remember, I'm going to start, you to finish. I'm going to give y'all just enough good convo around here, so if you don't agree with what I'm saying, you can go and look it up for yourself. Now, I thank y'all for listening. I thank y'all for sharing in the comments below. Be respectful, and I will see you guys the next conversation. And I pray that we don't have to have one like this, because this is not okay. If you get swung on once, if he grab up on you once, baby, he gonna do it again. If he disrespect you once, he gonna do it again. The yelling, the screaming turns to grabbing, shaking, and then you getting punched and stomped and financially manipulated, mentally manipulated. It's just not that. It is definitely cliche, but love don't hurt. My pops always taught me that. So it is okay to walk away and take care of self. God bless every single woman that has ever been in that situation, and every friend like myself or sister, cousin that have helped a loved one out of a situation like this. May God bless you. May our ancestors protect all of us.